Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be working on the tractor. The grapple bucket tine is broken off, and the plan is to pull that out and put a new one in, and then weld some flat bar across all the tines. That way in the future it doesn't bend and break. You see what happens is it gets caught on stuff and the tine bends, and ultimately it ends up breaking. So like I said, the plan is we're going to replace this one that's broken right here. We got to pull it out. I got a new piece of square stock that I bought. We'll have to cut the angle on it and drill the hole for the new pin. And then after we get everything set in, I got a couple pieces of 1-inch flat bar. We're just gonna weld it across the ends here. That way in the future, hopefully that doesn't get caught on something and bend it. So let's get started. All right, so the old ones had this hole in a pin. I ground them out. I couldn't pound them out. So I was gonna put the new ones, when I built the new ones, I was gonna drill that hole, but I don't have anything big enough to drill that hole, nor do I have any pins. So I think the best way forward is we're just gonna go ahead and we are going to weld these in. We'll tack them at first, and then we're gonna weld the flat stock on, and then we'll come back and weld the rest of these in. All right, so this piece here is pretty bent, and I don't have a torch. So I think the best way we're gonna go about bending this thing back is we're gonna try to just bend it back with the excavator. So let's see if that works. No, not at all. Okay, that was a big fail. We need a much bigger excavator to bend that. So we'll just put this back in, maybe in the middle somewhere. We'll weld that piece of flat bar to it, and we'll see what happens. It's cheap enough to buy. The place I bought the other piece has it as surplus, so it's like 40 cents a pound. It's super cheap. So, all right, let's get working on the other one then. All right, it's the next day. Unfortunately, my GoPro stopped GoProing yesterday, right before I was getting ready to start welding the flat bar on. So we'll just take a look at it afterwards. It all welded on just fine. I don't make fun of my crappy welds, but I just used that piece of 1-inch because that's what they had at the surplus steel place, and it was super cheap. This is what I was talking about. See how crooked that one is? I think I'll pick up a new piece and fabricate up another one. right, so we just took a couple minutes, dug around in the dirt. Let's take a look at it. Everything seems to be pretty straight still. I think for the short term that'll work. This 1-inch flat bar probably in the long term will not work. I'll keep my eye open. I'll keep my eye open at the surplus metal place. If they get a piece of 4-inch maybe, that'd probably be a lot better. I was also thinking about just getting a whole piece of steel and just cutting it and making it a bucket, welding it to those tines, and then just having a bucket with it. I'm not sure. So far I haven't used this thing a whole lot. It came with the tractor when I bought it. A couple times I tried using it to move some logs, you know, firewood logs, and they just kind of fell through the tines. So I'll keep an eye open, see what comes up, and then maybe we'll make another video. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are interested in seeing more stuff that comes along the pipe.